Yeah, hello everybody. Welcome. I don't let you do na election post election madness finish. But we'll talk some real shit. You know, today's topic is on SPV, the hot yam where they burn everybody mouth. One thing I know that is impossible for this world, na be say person wey dey chop hot yam go dey talk at the same time. They say people that are eating are not talking. Na lie. You never go buka. If you go Nigerian buka, you go see people dey chop like this, they see they talk. Although it's bad table manners. African people no get all those things. We dey talk, they chop. Now hot yam. You put hot yam for your black goals on that FIFA and Igbo. That are my slogan. May nobody go thief that my slogan. Now they play FIFA and Igbo PlayStation 2 advert. When PlayStation ready to open company for Nigeria, they can't talk to me. Now that's their logo. FIFA and Igbo. Don't play around. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Yeah, so before we go into the topic of the day, may I put one picture for the background here. May we enjoy that one. Let's be enjoying this picture. The thing no show well. Oh. This picture no one show well. This picture. Wait. Make I look for the people I see that even can see. What say I do with this picture? No one show well now. Anyway, now see this Okpolo eye with the here. So this man with this big eye. Now see him. Now see this man with the big eye. His name na Anikulapo-Kuti. You know, and the page where I from see this. Now for internet I from see this story. Say this man today, Anikulapo-Kuti. So now if you understand what they say when they talk about this SPV, special purpose vehicles, meaning fake companies where politicians still they run things. So now if you understand the magnitude of money where these people hand. This man and his friend Jide Omokri, today they just returned $51.3 million cash money. Not be say asset too. They didn't seize $51.3 million in asset from this bastard. This evil human being. This bloodsucker. Parasite. This parasite here. This Anikulapo-Kuti. This parasite. I say, now me, I be one of the only few people for this country. When we talk, so when other people they reign under Jonathan. When other people they reign under Jonathan. From Okonjo-Iweala down, only they tell all these people the truth, and then they tell all these new sets the truth till today. This motherfucker returned $51.3 million cash money. Now inside internet, I go to see this story. No single newspaper for Nigeria carry on. Why do you think? You know the page where I from see this thing, and my homeboy Shani sent it to me. So I can't go look the page. The people they tell say nobody they talk about the story because they benefit. No, not because they benefit. The reason why nobody put this story for front page is because that money, these people money, see they run things for people's lives. Many of the businesses where you see open, you know, many of these companies, whether an oil from oil to a Greek company, I get many stories for this business. In this line. I get many stories, and instead of you Nigerians, see the time of this Anikulapo-Kuti. Sarubi just write one guy, Seru.B. That's not a babe. They look at him, just get fine eyes. You know? She said he had a mariage that time. He had a mariage. You see, that's the concept. That's the two things they hold on be that. These people will steal your destiny, steal your generation's money, wear suits, wear latest designer, buy car, and you people will be hailing them. Not say they even take and do better thing. You had the mad yacht. I mean, let me tell you people something. I'll give you now one secret before we go on into this, before we really deep dive into this thing. You see them Bill Gates, you know the only reason why Bill Gates get private jet? The only reason why Bill Gates get private jet now because now Bill Gates guys, now they build private jet. If Bill Gates get Rolls Royce, get Ferrari, get all those things because they're in friends, in guys, now then they build those things. You understand me? That's how Europeans move. So it told me Bill Gates go pack all in generation money, give in friend where they make plane. In friend go tell and say, this our my company, I want to go open new headquarters for on Congo. You say B, you can't give us full, you can't computerize the office. You can't give the office full automation, or you give server, everything, you go link me up. You go say small thing, I'm sending you 10,000 laptop, 1,000 tablet, 2,000 phone. We'll send you the server, we'll send you technician. Dami G say Bill Gates no be European. I'll continue, but I won't answer Dami G. You know, our education system in Nigeria is very poor. You know, this guy look Bill Gates finish, white man, we be white man from head to toe, say Bill Gates is not be European. Then where is Bill Gates from? If Bill Gates is not a European, what is he? But you know, we lose ourselves as African people for the labels that they sell to us. So they say Bill Gates is an American. Bill Gates is not an American. Bill Gates is a European. All white people are from Europe. All white people are from Europe. America is a stolen continent. Australia is a stolen continent. South America is a stolen continent. The only reason why they never steal Africa completely from us there, I tell them, a mosquito now save us. Now mosquito save us for years. They were dying. They used to call the High Commission in Lagos the iron coffin. About 4 in every 10 Europeans that came to this sub-Saharan Africa died of malaria. They don't get the natural immunity where we get. So now it save them when they don't thief Africa. You see the way they don't thief South Africa? That's why they thief everywhere where they go. But we fight for our South African brothers. That's why they don't annihilate them finish. That's why they don't turn them to minority. If you go to America today, the United States, not America, the owners of that land, the Native Americans today, they are a minority. They started off as the majority. Now small, they go to kill you now. Small, it's genocide. And it's happening all over the world. It happened to the aboriginals of Australia. Today, white people are the majority in Australia. Today, white people are the majority in South America. In fact, in Argentina, there's only 1% of native population. 1% of native population. The rest, 99% of the population of Argentina is the conquistador descendants, the Europeans. You understand me? So when you now go and see, you look at TV, you now go see America, say white people food there, Bill Gates will say be American. There's no such thing. Bill Gates is from Europe, like every other white person. And it is the same behavior that they behave in Europe for over 500 years before they learn the rest of the world. Then they behave. Regardless of where they settle, their behavior is the same. You know, so the same reason. But our own, all these kind of dumbasses like this idiot here, where I put in face for my, this is not that they see so, because we must remember people like this. I must remember those who hail them. They take their name, they sing song, they follow them for back. These same people were still going to tell you now today, say they love you now in some way. Won't tell you now which politician good, which politician bad. All these people are looking for money to chop. And they tell you now. They look for money to chop. Finish. They don't care about nothing else. No newspaper for this country today carry this story. You know there for any news for TV where I see. No news for TV carry am. No news for TV, nothing. Now portable story, everybody. Now portable, everybody they talk. That portable everybody they talk today, you know. Also, just the way this our rich people will not get brain. Instead of, even though they thief the money, I tell you until we have Nigerian billionaires, we be say their mindset be say if I want to use car, I must create the car. You understand what I tell you? If I want to use plane, I must build the plane. That's the way real elites think. But when you have pseudo elites like we do here, the people where Frantz Fanon call the petit bourgeoisie, small boys acting like big men, they can never have vision like that because they don't get what they call delayed gratification. As they don't thief the billions now because now thief the thief farm, they don't earn them really. And they thief farm for selfish reason. No other reason but selfish reasons. You understand? When Europeans dominate the world, they dominate it based on an agenda of white supremacy. The agenda is global white domination. That white institutions, European institutions, must dominate every facet of human existence. And for that reason, Europeans commit any atrocity. Not because they want to wear Gucci or they want to drive. Europeans don't care if they are living in the mud, in the dirtiest place. What they care about is that the global human family is under the total control of white institutions, white educational institutions, white religious institutions, white financial institutions, white political institutions, white any kind of institution. So far, they are in control. That's what they care about. These ones what we get here, now waiting they go job, waiting they go wear, who they go fuck. That is what drives them. They are like monkeys. No, they're not like monkeys. I'm insulting monkeys. No, I'm insulting monkeys. If I compare monkeys to the elite of Africa, I'm insulting monkeys. You know, the word I should just use on them is that they are primitive. Primitive thinking. Now they worry them. So that's all. They don't think like real men. I want something. I will create, I will build it, I will make it, it will be because I say so. That is the real power. They don't have that power. And I don't tell you now, I don't know if you ever get that power. If you go back to him, I say, I go listen to Fela's song, Movement of the People. Fela write one song, MOP. When he launched MOP, he write this song as the message behind the party, the ideology of the party. MOP. You know? I don't tell you now why them be like that. There's a reason they are like that. It's because their forefathers were houseboys and servants and boy of Oyibo. Now the boyness they teach them. Now they do as they stay for VI. Inside of those their houses for VI for Ikoyi, those bigger stories that they look. Now how to be boy to white people that they teach their children. Because now waiting their fathers teach them. People don't understand. These are the same black people that help white people to steal Africa from their fellow brothers and sisters. That has always been their job. We'll get back to them with this SPV story. We'll get back to them. Same way that they tell us about history. Because you know they teach their children history. You know if you go in your Igbo house, see I say sit down, they tell him teaching Peking, they tell him Peking about European history. You self as African man, you think it's not important to teach your child history. You know, they say the only reason why European know they teach in Peking history, now because European history is embedded in every aspect of your existence. Every aspect of your life. Before you make 10 sentences in a day, you must talk something about European history. You must learn one European name down. And that is history. They do maths. They go tell you, say this for mathematics, you say this one is Pythagoras theorem. That is history. Let you know that Pythagoras, one Greek white man. Everywhere you go, everything you look, you are in medicine. They will tell you, say this one law, that one law, Newton's law. If they do physics, they say Newton's law. Who be Newton? This is history. Their history is embedded in your existence. The history of Europeans is embedded. So now because you when your own history not there anywhere, you call it because then they do harm. You say, hey, I don't need history. They go tell you say Bill Gates don't go school. You say, I don't want to go school. Bill Gates go school. Bill Gates' father was a multi-millionaire in dollars already. They say Zuckerberg no go school. Zuckerberg papa hold mad bar already. You where your family no get anything. You want you take yourself, they compare every time. You go take yourself, they compare. When you don't know, you are not even on the level. You shouldn't. Because our path different. Waiting will they go through different. These sellout blacks, all these sellouts, these are Uncle Toms, I don't know what to call them, man. I don't want to call them animal names because any animal, say where I mention with this African elite, I'm insulting that animal. Any animal I mention to compare them is an insult to that animal. You feel me? So I know when they insult all those animals again. These people are a special breed. The African elite, they're a special breed. People that can sit down on money that they can never spend till the day they die. That they are generation upon generation. And they are not willing to take out of it to develop their country. The country that they have stolen it from in the first place. The country that they have extracted. Don't be say they go somewhere, go find this money on their own. Because I beg, I don't want to share my sweat with anybody. It is not even that capitalistic. They have socialized our nation, our commonwealth for their benefits. So the socialism for Nigeria only happens for the rich people. Dangote go they build refinery for himself in private business. He go say, I need money. Nigerian government will carry $2 billion give her. Yet people say that is a capitalist. Let the market decide. Why is the market deciding anything there? If you don't have money, you don't have money. Go and borrow money or let your business. Why must government will tell you no get money to build university for us, to bring our universities up to date, where our children no get library for university. They don't do any kind of research. Nigerian university no get any breakthrough where they affect our daily lives. There's no scientific breakthrough, no socials. No social engineering breakthrough coming out from our universities to say, oh, we want to give this to the Nigerian people so it can make their life better. No such thing. Because no money. They go do road for now. 10 people go do road. They don't go paint them. As that thing, they blow my brain. The whole Lekki, Ekpe, and they go say that they educated. Lekki, Ekpe Express Road from beginning to end. No single marking. Everybody, they use their imagination. They create lane where they drive on top. They say Dangote Airport do road for Bagada. He put in sign there. They pour cement, say they do cement road from express to airport to my two Oshodi. No marking for the road. I'm telling you, it's only for their goods. This is so that their goods and services can move. I'm telling you, it has nothing to do with we the people. If it's only we human beings need to use that road, they will never do anything. But they need to transport goods. Lekki, they don't build them. Don't go take get refinery there. Things must reach that place now. That's why they do that road. All the thing they do is for their business. Anything what they do for this country. I go remind you again. Fellas say for MOP. See, we have to talk about the long time again. We have to talk about it for us to understand. Obako Soko de Lagos when Englishman arrive. Englishman and Akitoye they come drive Kosoko away. UAC come, John Holtz come, others they come too. They many years Africans they no agree. Why you take our land by force them as the Englishman? We have to come to some kind of an arrangement. Englishman no one agree. They start to hire Africans to fight them brothers and kill them too. They give them guns, uniforms and law. Fight your brothers and kill them too. We dey behind your back. We be government, big government, big government, big government, big government. If you be African man from better family, them say better family, them not they joining police force. Them say better family, them not they joining soldier force. Better family, them not they galavanti around. Police for small fight, army for big fight, navy for water fight, air force for air fight, police for small fight, army for big fight. Police college established to brainwash Africans. Army school can start to train the Africans. Inside them school, them start to teach them nonsense things. The uniform you they wear na him be the authority. Authority for you to beat at any time. Authority for you to kill at any time. Remember now we go they give you the order anytime. The things but with the tissue make it day your head all the time. England is the best place. America is the best place too. The black man is inferior to us. You must beat them and kill them and beat them and kill them. Na order, you hear? This and them gallivanting around. When they see Europeans go, they see them start to shake. With them tick boot and them uniform. Gun for them hand and them buttons for them side. Vexing and sweating, them walking in the sun by force. Vexing and sweating, them walking in the rain by force. The things but with the tissue make it they ringing in their head. English is the good, Africa is the bad, English civilized, Africa is the bush, English is the good, So, you have to understand the mindset of these people. You must understand the mindset of these people. Now, these SPVs are basically the handout where their masters they give them to steal waiting be our own through them. I repeat, the SPVs are nothing but the thing where the masters their masters they give them to take steal waiting be our own from them. You know, so there's a lot of money, billions of dollars, right? These billions of dollars is supposed to be entering into Nigeria's pocket. It's supposed to be you and I's money. This money is supposed to build our road. This money is supposed to build our schools. They're supposed to give us light, give us water. They're supposed to build shelter for us and give us social protection, welfare, to take care of those among us when if you walk. So this money, they steal it for themselves, and their masters are happy for them to do so. But how do they bring the money out? How do they spend it? They have to clean this money. This is where the SPVs come in. This is where the SPVs, so they create. So how does this happen? Oyinbo will come Nigeria now, say, you won't come collect the license by himself. He have a Nigerian subsidiary or a Nigerian partner. You understand me? Who is the politician? Now the politician, you know, if he do it by himself direct, because everybody go see say they collect bribe. He go get people who in trust, in lawyers, in children, in friends, in girlfriends. You understand? These people who in trust, they go open company. He go be majority shareholder for the company. All of them go get share for inside the company. Now they will put this bribe in that company, including the money needed to execute whatever business Joyibo wants to execute. That company will be created to execute that business. After that business is executed, That company is null and void. It has no other function. It cannot do anything again in this world. But they not fit tell another one because they go need employees. They go employ you now. I get one friend where they employ like that, and they tell her every day. Well, hopefully she's my friend, but I'm not sure about our friendship. Well, our friendship is our friendship. Well, anyway, and they tell them every day, this company is not a company. You're not working here. You're only laundering money. These people are using this company to steal land from Africa. Now, a Greek company. Now, a Greek company. This company. You know, at the end of the day, this company still enter big scandal where they go thief money from shareholders. The company no be real company. Whoa, now they create shareholders. You see the way they be thief? They know say their company no be real company. They can't they sell the idea now to all these island boys. Mugu, one of my friends, where they work for radio, himself, he fall for this Mugu job. They not say not be real company. They go, they sell them to other people, say, invest in this company, become shareholder. They won't pack everybody. NK. Nobody not be gambler. Now like to gamble now. So many of these companies are like that. So the money enters the company, right? And it's a lot of money. It can even be up to $50 million at a time. Them Jonathan don't come up for government since 2015. Kola Aluko is still returning $51 million today, 2023, almost 10 years later. So imagine when they fresh inside the job. Imagine how much them go they chop. So the company figure like 50 million. To execute the business na 40 million. The Babalaye chairman, this thing, politician, he get like $8 million for the job. All in boys do use this $2 million to make the job work. Now they go tell them this $2 million. Now they go run the office. So yes, that time I go see them. That's all they can do is buy things. So boys will never learn agree, will not be farmer, will never go school or farming before, will not know nothing. They head big farming company. What you see they go do? They go begin buy the best clothes, the best car, they party the best party. All their friends go, they hear them. What else are they doing? Nothing. Are they developing the agricultural sector? No. Even that business when they give them, is it a business? No. So they go sit down there. As soon as they finish executing that business for the European, that company no longer has capital. You understand? Because the company was not really creating anything in the first place. That company will no longer have capital. You no longer have funds to even pay the rent of the building where they get inside. Now you, when they work for there, you will no longer be paid. You not even be paid salary in the first place. They go, they psych you, say one thing, they come. The contract is coming. Once the contract comes, everybody will make money. Everybody will make, only them will the job. You go, they work hard every day. Many people in Lagos are working in such companies today. They never collect salary for 4, 5 months, 6 months. They don't fit talk. They never collect salary for 4 or 5 months. And they go work. They run follow one man up and down, one woman will be your guard chairman. Up and down the place. They're going to follow him up and down the place, chairman. He never paid their salary for 5 months. That company is nothing. It is done. Contract is finished. They don't use and move the money of the destiny of Nigerian people out of this country already. After a while, everything will close down. They go start another one. So the reason why none of these so-called big boys and girls, when they stay for island, the reason why none of them can say nothing about this system is because majority of them, their company is nothing but SPV. Their company is nothing but SPV. Brothers and sisters. Now be the special purpose vehicle. They can't see anything. I'm in oil business. I'm in agricultural business. I'm in banking business. I'm in this. Now lie. Fintech. This one tech. Now lie. All na Nigerian politician money. %99% of it maybe you see 1%. Many companies, I can't count it. And I remember High TV for Nigeria, High TV. Remember that shit? Where is High TV today? What happened to that company? Abiola was the richest man in Africa. The richest black man in the world when Abiola was alive. No black man hold money past Abiola. Name one Abiola company that is still functioning today. Name one Abiola company that is still functioning. Just one Abiola company. Just tell me one. All over the place, you see these companies every day. They open all over the day. After they open and they close. Amoye Hotel. Amoye Hotel. Amoye nightclub. As they open and they close. As they open and they close. They cannot sustain anything because everything is a shell company. Now the name where Oyibo go use for their, but I like the name where Atiku give her. Atiku say a special purpose vehicle, SPV, but they are shell companies. They are shell companies. And I sing that MOP song, so now if you know the mindset, when we make them, they agree to do these kind of things. The mindset also will go allow them to keep this kind of story silent. You understand? To keep this kind of story silent is a mindset, is a plan. And make I tell you something today, frankly. Make I tell you something today, frankly, you know, my people. There is no, we cannot eat our cake and have it. This is the game where they don't play, where they play, where all of them they play with yourself. This is not the game where all of them they play with yourself. And I guarantee is the reason why nobody really likes me. You all want to eat your cake and have it. You want to eat your cake and have it at the same time. You want to hold something in your hand, put it in your mouth, chew it and swallow it, but still have it in your hand at the same time. That's why you embrace contradictions, you embrace inconsistency, you embrace liars, you embrace thieves, you embrace the people that are actually beneath and behind the destruction of our country. Because we want to eat our cake and have it too. We are afraid to be the enemy of our oppressor. You are afraid, you want to be his friend. Why at the same time fighting against what he's doing? So the person that is doing it is okay. We are complaining about what the person is doing, but we still want to keep the person. We don't want to complain about the person. We want to be friends with the person so that whatever the person is doing can also be benefiting us. While we go outside to be complaining about what the person is doing. You see this inconsistency is what will destroy all of us as a people. That people that just yesterday, they'll be telling us that they are separatists. Just yesterday, making noise with Sunday Igboho all over the place. Shouting with Sunday Igboho that Nigeria must divide. We cannot Nigeria is not we must fight. We must. These same people suddenly will now become nationalists overnight. Be telling us that they know the best person to run Nigeria. In my own logical sense, anybody that does that, I will say that is a lie. You are only telling me to pick this person because the person will fulfill your agenda of destroying Nigeria. I repeat, you are only telling me to pick this person because the person will fulfill your agenda of destroying Nigeria. Because your agenda, you've told me already with your mouth, is to destroy Nigeria. So how can you want to destroy Nigeria on Wednesday, and then on by Friday, you want to build Nigeria without explaining to me the core, or at least you have to either denounce your past standing. You have to come outside and tell the whole world with your full chest, I was wrong. You have to first of all own up to your mistakes so that young people coming coming behind. So that the young people coming behind will not make the same mistake again. But you don't claim it's a mistake. You don't own up to the error. You just move to the next thing. We're not fit. We can't do that, people. We're not fit. We can't do that. We must all decide where we stand. If you stand on the side of the people, you must be on the side of the people completely. And with whatever repercussions that come with that, be on the side of the people. If you want to be on the side of the oppressor, be on the side of the oppressor with your full chest. Don't come and be telling me that one oppressor is better than another oppressor just because this oppressor has given you listening ear. Just because they have given you listening ear, suddenly they are good people. We must pick our side. So that's what I realized. That's the game. That the game all of us they play for Nigeria be that. The professionals are willing to run all the whole shell companies in the world, destroying the country. And the same professionals that will come outside to be making noise about how some certain people are destroying Nigeria. Some certain people are not doing anything. No, we can't play these games anymore. So I want you to see and understand that aspect. In fact, election never finish. Many of them they spend the money of the election when they take one sell on a soul. They don't show off all the stuff they buy. All the stuff they don't buy. They don't show that say, eh? Nigeria election sweet oh. Nigeria election sweet oh. So that's the game. Those that are in the politics are looking for, their boys in the politics are looking for their position. Their boys in the private sector are looking to run the shell companies that are destroying this country. That's what they are all doing all over the damn place. Point to me, people are doing something in this country. Won't you be seeing it? Won't you be seeing it? People too, I will be seeing it. What are they doing in this country? What are they doing? Are you telling me that our ISP, internet service providers in this country, are working on faster internet for us? Tell me, people that provide internet services in this country, the Nigerian companies, if it is nothing but a shell company for a politician to still own our internet with our money and be selling us the most expensive internet in the world, come put one mugu there as MD or CEO to the lie to us, that's not be our money, they run those companies. Why our local ISPs, all these ISP, why are they not working to give us faster internet? We must wait for Igbo. We must wait for their masters. Englishman, no one agree. I said, now one question we don't always ask, and that's why I told you people that you don't, Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, you don't own anything in this country. You don't own Nigeria. Or Nigeria. You name him. Is Nigeria that your father named Nigeria? What it be Nigeria? They've stolen our land. They've stolen our resources. They've stolen everything that they've stolen our people. They've stolen our land. They've stolen our resources. They've stolen our peace of mind. And we have asked them for it. We asked them. Say, what it be this rubbish? Englishman, no one agree. They start to hire Africans to fight them brothers and kill them too. They give them guns, uniforms, and law. Fight your brothers and kill them too. We dey behind your back with big government, big government, big government, big government. That word. That word government is the transformation of Africa into a European entity. So we live in a country where we are kept away. We are kept away from what is our own. And these people are sharing it among themselves and their masters. I'm telling you, that's all that is going on in this country. And you only have that one decision to make. Do you want to follow these people? And trust me, there's no wrong or right decision here. There's only honorable and dishonorable. I repeat, there's no wrong or right decision to make here. There's only a honorable decision and a dishonorable decision. Because at the end of the day, whatever decisions we make in this Africa, we will still clash. We will clash. Africa, look at the way Africa is, there's no escaping it. Africans will clash. Those Africans that want to keep the status quo versus those Africans that want things to change for the better. I repeat, those Africans that want to keep this status quo, that is mortgaging African people by the millions, mortgaging our lives, our destiny by the millions every day. They have reason because it's benefiting them. How can they say, we want to have a seat at the table? The table that they are sharing your ancestors' hand and leg, that they are sharing your people. You want to go and sit on the table where they are sharing your people, where they are destroying, sharing, dismembering your people, draining the blood of your people. You want to sit at the table to decide where they should cut first. Should they cut the ear first? Should they cut the nose first? Should they remove the eye first? Should they cut off the chest and the breast, the toto and the prick? May they come out first. You want to see that, you want to be the part of the people that will decide that with them. Abi? Instead of all of us to be thinking of how to go and bust that door and smash that table. Smash that table. A table that is built with the bones of your ancestors. Share with the leather and the skin of your ancestors. You want to sit at the table to discuss with them how to destroy your own people, where they should go first. Let's cut the toe first. Let's cut the balls first. Let's cut the cow first. You want to sit at the table? What fucking table are we talking about here? That's the same thing anybody that tells you that they want to go and change things, they want to go and join all these people. Whether not LUP, whether not APC, whether not PDP. Anywhere these oppressors exist, where they go tell you they won't go there, go make change from within. You want to go and sit down there and be discussing how to destroy your life. Let's fall in and make this. We'll tell them not to destroy it too much. Because none of them can ever tell you that as soon as they enter, things will change. I want to go and change things from within. But you accept and you agree with me that it's not the day you enter things will change. It's not the year you enter things will change from within. It's not even 50 years, because for 50 years they've been changing from within. Nothing, we never see anything. So for that time, all you are there doing is you are trying to tell us, you'll be telling them to make us suffer small. You will be suffering small. Well, we don't want people that want to help us to suffer small. What thing we want now, people will help us to stop suffering, to end oppression. If you cannot get in line with that, get in tune with that, then which business may you get? May you not get business. And I'm willing to say that to anybody. I'll pay the price for that. AJB Merchant say a lot of Africans want to sit on the table. Yeah, you are right. A lot of Africans want to sit at that table, and that's the problem we have. And most of you that will never get the opportunity to sit at the table. You are living, what they call it, living vicariously. You push people, you support those who they fight to go sit down there, believing say when they sit down there, they will define you say something. This is the problem we have in this country. You cannot call a spade a spade. You want to eat your cake and have it too. It's impossible. We will go suffer for a year. We will suffer for a long time. As long as you people continue this your behavior, it's the selfish behavior that doesn't even make any sense. You said don't say it don't make sense, doesn't satisfy you, but you continue it senselessly. So that's the point. So shame on all the Nigerian bloggers wey don't carry this Kola Aluko story. Because if one yeye celebrity now park in car, open door down, they dance, they go carry and put for news. See, put am for all the blog. Punch Nigeria go don carry am for their internet page. Seun Kuti dressed like girl. Seun Kuti is dressing like a woman. Punch Nigeria front page. Where is this Punch Nigeria? Where is this story in your page? Ẹ̀yin wèrè, aláìlóòótọ́ lẹ́nu, ẹ̀yin àtẹnujẹ brown envelope journalists, shell company runners, ẹ̀yin ọ̀bàlújẹ́ nìyí now. Ojú ohun tí yín ni ọ̀bàlújẹ́ nìyí. Everything you people have met, you've made it worse. Everything you've met, you've made it worse. The one that is bad, you've made it worse. The one that is worse, you've made it worst. And the one that is worst, you've now made it worse and worse. The one that is now worse and worse, you've made it worse and worst. The one that is worse and worse, you've made it worse and worst. And the one that is worse and worse, you've made it worse and worse. And the one that is worse and worse, I don't know. Because we are in worse and worse now. Now, worse and worse we did like this now. Things have gone from worse to worst, to worse and worse, to worse and worst, to worst and worst. Now is worse and worse. That's where we are. We are in worse and worse. We are in worse and worse. We are in worse and worse. Yeah. But worse and worse. So there's no news. I tell you now, brothers and sisters, forget anything. Chef rule don't give it all. Okay, we are in worse and worse, but fear not, my people. So I've just been told you they're still on that step. We have about 2 more steps. From worst and worst. There's worstest and worstest. Then worstest and worstest. Worstest and worstest. I think that's the last stage. Worstest and worstest. That will be the final stage. So why I do this live today? Talking about the SPVs. I also chat with one of my young friends today. Very talented young boy. You know. And the issue gonna be that. How does one be honorable when it is only the dishonorable ones that are allowed to be human? When it's only the dishonorable ones that look like they are living life. And human beings, I'm telling you, it is not. You are not bad, or how would I put it, or you are not naive, or what's the word? I don't know. You are not hedonistic. That's what they say, hedonistic. But you're not hedonistic for seeking pleasure. It is human for us to seek pleasure. Beauty and pleasure is innately human. Human beings need it. We need beauty and pleasure. The problem we have as African people is the definition of those things. The definition of those things are so white. They're so European. They don't make them white and European. In fact, it's luxury. Beauty and pleasure have been tagged with the European terminology of luxury, thereby removing it from the reach of majority of Africans. You know, and just imagine, just like their nightclub, this building, this edifice, you know, to their lifestyle, the nightclub, for example. The way all Africans are not allowed into the nightclubs in Africa. Just the way embassy will not allow all Africans to enter Europe. You must understand this mindset. So you are outside, you are looking at all of them in the nightclub, their flashy cars, their beautiful clothes, the expensive drinks, the good food, beautiful women, this life. And you are made to feel that you are small because you don't have that life. So you now start thinking, oh, you must get that life. That is when they get you. Because you see, that life is already the mistake. They are already lost. It is the life, your answer to that exclusion, your answer to them saying, don't enter here. You are not part of us, right? Your answer is not to now go and make yourself like them by force and destroy your soul. Your answer is to find your beauty and your pleasure elsewhere. And trust me, the beauty and the pleasure that is outside of those places are far greater than the beauties and the pleasures that exist in those places. The issue we have as African people is this the luxuriousness of pleasure and beauty. And why? It's also because for Africa, they make sure say we don't make the things we think are beautiful. We don't make the things we think are pleasurable. The drinks that give us pleasure, we don't make it. You understand? The things that make us look beautiful, we don't make it in Africa. Europeans must be the ones that make the things that make us look beautiful. Europeans must be the ones that make the things that give us pleasure. So it's only those Africans that can access whiteness. Now only them feel be. No, you must not fall into that trap. We as Africans must begin to redefine what beauty and pleasure is outside of the definition of our oppressors. You must begin to find beauty in your friendships, and not toxic friendships so that are not leading you anywhere, that is leading you down the path of destruction. I mean real friendship that humanistic and spiritual, that's all about growing yourself as a human being. You know, love for your family, for your friends, for your community, building your community, developing your community. Our country is in chains. Freeing our country from the chains of oppression. This is what we must begin to find beauty and pleasure in. We must begin to find beauty and pleasure in revolutionary activity, in gathering with men and discussing theories and ideas. You must find pleasure in knowledge. We will now start finding pleasure in knowledge. Find your pleasure, find your beauty in your culture. Not in borrowed culture that doesn't even want you anyway, that puts big-chested people at the door. Just the way even in the economy of our country, they put gatekeepers in the economy of the country to make sure that not all black people can access the economy of our own country. The banks, you enter there, you cannot access loans. I'm telling you, just the way you cannot access their fucking nightclubs. All these things are a microcosm of a system that we are under. And when you even enter the nightclub, finish, they'll still give you a hierarchy. Regular, VIP, VVIP, VVVIP. Why can't all African people be in that space? Instead of being hierarchical, be communal. Imagine if we were inside nightclubs, actually talking to one another, building with one another, embracing one another, not showing off to one another, trying to spend money more than the next person, trying to booga everybody. Instead of us being in there boogaing ourselves, why are we not in there brothering and sistering ourselves? Why is it not set up like that inside that place? Why is it not set up like that inside those places? After they lock us out, you not see enter. There's no camaraderie in there. And that is what they're using to entrap all the mindset of all young black people. So we are in there already. Before we even enter town, before we start to walk, we're already there, hating on each other, competing with each other, trying to show that we are better than everybody else. So how do we build a nation with the mindset that is nurtured in those kind of places? Even in the church. They don't bounce me from church before for Ikoyi. I swear down. I escort my friend. They bounce me. They don't let me enter the church. Maybe it's because it's me. Yes, they say Shrine get VIP. That's true. Shrine get VIP, but Shrine no dey bounce anybody. Shrine, no, they do it, bounce anybody. Anybody can enter shrine, and anybody can enter shrine VIP. That's one thing I've realized. Shrine VIP is not VIP that you will meet anybody there. You will meet the same people you meet irregular and the people you meet in VIP of shrine. Shrine, no, they bounce anybody. There's no bouncing in the shrine. There's nobody. There's no African man. In fact, there's no man. There's no human being. No man, no woman in this world that is not allowed to enter the shrine. Left to me, oh. Left to me, Sha. My brother no dey agree. Brother no agree. He say me I be extremist. Nigerian politicians will be banned from the shrine. Any Nigerian politician, their children, their business associates, whatever. Once you link, you go as John Henry Clark say. You go over there, stay over there. Left to me, they enter. Police wear uniform, no entry. Army wear uniform, no entry. Oppressor free zone. Now when I say this is an oppressor free zone. But my brother no agree that one. He say shrine is still for everybody. The bad people too can come inside and change. Me, I don't believe. For me is a me against them situation. I'm not trying to hide that one. There's no diplomacy in my own approach towards the oppressors of African people in this country. We face them knee. So, as I'm saying to you people, make una not let them use those things, confuse you now. They have to confuse you. Look at this color. I see the kind of money he's returning. What has he done as an African man? If he dies tomorrow, with all this money he had, what would they remember him for? With all this money, with everything he has done, he will be telling his friends, I fuck the best girls in Lagos. I fuck people's wife. That will be his pride and joy when he's dying. That will be the stories the only stories they can share is how they gain Nigeria, how they ban Nigeria. When they are making money, I just collect the $100 million. We transfer, we can't go Las Vegas. When we reach there, we take the biggest suit. We carry the biggest guest. We carry the biggest car. We drink all the. This is all. As in, go and hear their music. As in, hear the music. They will take the reason why I'm better than you is not because we are building an African world. There's no African world. It's because I can buy Europe. I'm telling you, they've set the criteria. And una self as Mugu, how can our criteria be that the best African men are the ones that can buy more European things? Because that's all. I can buy more European things than you. That's why I'm greater than you. Or that's why I'm better than you. I have more European things. Should not be madness be that? How can we be? I say that's all they can brag about. From Nigeria, from the tip of Cape Coast to the edge of America, all the black elites, that's all they can tell you. Listen to them in America. Go and listen to them in Europe. Come and listen to them in Africa. I can buy more things than you. I can buy more things than you. I can buy more things than you. But you cannot even buy the respect of your children. Your children don't respect you. Your wives don't respect you. You are divorcing left. You can't keep a woman. You are bragging to us that you can fuck all the women in the world, but you cannot keep one woman in your house. You can't keep her. You can't make one woman in your house happy. But you're on your album telling us how you are making every woman, like how every girl in this world just wants to fuck you. Every girl is crazy about you. All of them are thinking of you. But the one in your house, you can't keep her happy. You can't hold her down. So, brothers and sisters, I want you to know. The reason why none of these people you are looking up to can stand for you, now you they see for my page too. They are all sitting on this money. They are all sitting on share of this money. They've used this money to build them houses. They've used this money to buy them cars, marry them wives. You understand me? This money is still in all of them, all of their pockets. It's in there for all of their pockets. So if you think any of them will ever fight for you, think again. If you think any of them will ever want anything in this country to change, man, these people will sit down and they can call somebody and the person will give them $100,000. Now. Say, oh, baby, Baba, money problem. You did not make a lot. You can't something on the city. Otito, kilo day. So what's the problem? Well, what do you need? Only about $100,000. Okay, I'm not worried, man. Pay Shola Lola. So, but automatic pay Shola Lola. O ma bá Bọ́lá sọ̀rọ̀ a lọ bá ní bank. Ṣùgbọ́n so pé Ṣọlá lọ́la kó bá Bọ́lá sọ̀rọ̀ ní bank. Yeah. You think that kind of person, an infantilized grown man and woman, a woman and man that is like a boy and girl, like somebody's pet. Have you ever seen a pet that wants his oga to die before? Have you seen a pet? No matter how bad the oga is treating that pet inside the house. So for that pet, they shop. House day. You don't ever see him. And people will be here jumping up and down, following your enemies. They are deliberately distracting you for their selfish interest to keep their $100,000 phone calls happening. To keep their $100,000 phone calls. Country is 30,000 naira minimum wage. Say these people, you think they love you? Many of them do maybe one show a year in Nigeria, one public show, one that they put up, one public show a year. They'll put tickets 25,000. Forget all those table. Forget all those table of 10 million, 5 million, 20 million. Forget all those nonsense. Minimum wage in this country is 30,000. Their show is 25. 25. That one alone should tell you all of you something. You take your babe 50. And they'll still tell you for this, they will snatch that babe. They will tell you, oh, from stage. We are going to collect your babe with our fine car. Oh my God. Adegoke. Ogunoiki. How do they say this name? No, Ogunoiki. I don't see Yoruba name, I know if you pronounce so. Ogao. You don't call them their name. House Negroes. You don't call them their name. House Negroes. That's the word. House Negroes. The house Negroes, where the master they take care of, better than the other ones. He said na slave, that they whip himself if he fuck up, that they fucking children, that they rape him wife, but in the stay inside master house. In the wear master old clothes. In the chop, waiting master they chop, although na leftover after master chop finish. But now waiting master chop, in the chop. Anywhere master they go, now in they follow master, carry something, carry load. But now in go follow master go. Any enjoyment where they happen there, now go chop the remnants. Anytime the field slaves, the field Negroes are planning to escape, planning to fight against the master, Who do you think goes to tell the master what they are planning? Who do you think immediately goes to tell the master what's happening? We are ruled by a bunch of house Negroes, fam. These people don't think they are Africans, because there's no way you can think you are African and you see Africa like this, and you are going to Miami to open your nyash on one small girl's sofa. And they tell you there's no picture of such of Nkrumah. There's no picture of such of Lumumba. There's no picture of such of Sankara. As Fela folk reach for this world, there's no picture of him with his yash outside in a lewd way with a girl. Fela no get sex tape. Fela get sex film. Fela film, you know, the film never came out because that pastor Obasanjo, when he burnt our house, he burned the soundtrack of Fela's movie. Fela's movie was called The Black President. This was in 1977, over 40 years before Obama. God thought him the black president. Fela don't give himself black president in 1977, you know, and the movie was shot. The movie was called The Black President, you know, and for that film, Fela get one sex scene. You know, like movie, they get sex scene, they sex scene. But you know, that Fela now, they do sex scene. So this sex scene, now, they show every, hey, they show every, wait, I don't die. They show every, for inside this sex, they show every goddamn. And when I saw the movie, I was like 9, 10. You know, but without sound, just picture of the film. I was traumatized. I was traumatized by this. I can't lie. I was traumatized. It was the first time I saw that kind of thing in my life. And the funny part was that Fela was disappointed that was the first time I was seeing sex, like anything sex happening. He was so disappointed. My papa now, and he tell you, say, so you don't know what to be fucking? You don't know. Because what to be this, Fela? He say, you don't know what to be. Oh my God. So they are here busy chasing guests, party everywhere up and down. How can Africans see Africa like this and have time for all that? Africans with the control. See, don't always compare yourself. You are not these people. These are the people with the control reins of Africa is in their hands. They are in control of Africa. That's why they talk about George Weah at that time. So would say, if now you call, am I the president of Nigeria or the president of Liberia? I'm not a president. If I was the president, my pikin no fear ever. Never. Because I'm in control. I have control over the quality of anything that those people go through. When you have control, you're responsible to whom much is given. Because now only when I want lie to small children, now I'm going to bring up parable. When I be elders, they fuck up, and I go lock up that side. To whom much is given, what is expected, more is expected. Much more is expected. To whom much is given, much is expected. We have given you people everything that we own in this country. We have given you our land, we have given you our oil, we have given you our mineral resources, the tin, the columbites, the coltan. We have given you everything. You've taken everything. We have given you all. And you are telling us that we don't have the right to expect anything in return? And then you have some bastards amongst us who you have given some little change to when they preach to us how we are the reasons why we are going through what we are going through, not because of your greed, how you sat down on everything that should make us who we are supposed to be. How can you say these kind of people are African people? They're not African people. To be African is not about being black. Any black person in the world does not automatically make you African. John Henry Clark, our greatest historian and philosopher, said, not all skin folk are kin folk. Not all skin folk are kin folk. Many African people are white supremacists. Many African people are dedicated to the agenda of global white domination. All you have to do is look at their lifestyle and all the things that they project. I'm telling you, it's only when they want to oppress that they remember that they are Africans. When they don't want their children to talk, they'll say, I'm an African man. When they want to beat their wife, I'm an African man. As if, that's also to give Africa a bad name. As if African men silence children. As if African men beat women. Real African men do not beat their wives or their children. My father never beat me before, I swear. He no raise his hand till the day he died. Never beat me before. There's discipline in our house, so strong discipline. But say fella beats me. I've been spanked, but not be routine. But she spanked me once for my life because I was fighting with my sister. I didn't want to make fight my sister because I stand a girl. So when I fight my sister, I have an elder sister that is just 6 days older than me. We grew up, we like twins. So we fought. First time, don't fight your sister, she's a girl. You don't fight girls. Don't beat girls. But I be beginning, we fight again. I said, yes, I fight, but he just put me for a lap. Spank me after I begged me with ice cream, but the fact he still spanked me. I'm not talking about that you can discipline. But my dad never be all this kind of people, mercilessly a weak person. It's only that time they remember they are African. Their religion, European. They are going holiday, European. They are going pilgrimage, European or Arab. Everything, their best clothes, European. Their language, where they speak, European. Everything, European. Everything. Holy land, Europeans. Vatican City, everything is white. Turn on their music video. They say it's for the culture. I always ask, which culture is this culture? Because culture is about the symbol. The symbols are the culture. When I look at the symbol, all the symbol I see is European symbols. Mercedes sign, this thing of Mercedes, Gucci. I see Gucci flag everywhere. I see LV. I see all the symbols I see. I just see African people in the midst of these symbols of European power. Yes, that's all I see. African people like Oyibo we agbada. Concept because we agbada, in don't turn to African man. You go agree? Say because Oyibo we agbada, suddenly he's an African man. He's not. No. So we as African people must understand that it's not everybody that looks like us that is African. So we African people must not decide to be African people. And what does that mean? It really has a lot to do with labeling our pleasure and what we see as beautiful. We must reconfigure those things in our mind. We now must make sure those things become revolutionary. We must find pleasure in revolutionary activity, in building with our community, in organizing. The way Premier League, they sweet us. That's why the next political meeting when we won't go, suppose they sweet us. When I started, when my consciousness journey started too, reading was difficult. But now I look forward to reading. When I'm on tour, especially where I don't get too much distraction, I can carry plenty books and read them. Calling me go to my hotel room all day. I don't have much to do. I just read. It's not me to enter town, go to find Gucci, find LG, find nightclub, find this one, go to take snap, they do TikTok, to go for go to behave like monkey, so that people can like my video. That one is the that's annoying me. Like, a government needs to come in Africa, we will put age limit for this behavior. You adults, can you please allow the children to be children? Father is doing TikTok, mother is doing TikTok, children are doing TikTok, uncle is doing TikTok, auntie is doing Instagram. Come on, Africans, African people, can we allow our children to be children and we adults do the serious work of nation building and leave this? Let's use our TikTok for building nations as adults, our Instagram. Let's leave our children to be doing the dancing and the somersaulting and the we are all of us are doing it. When who will grow up? Who will grow up? Somebody has to grow up in Africa. Somebody has to grow up. And it cannot be the children. We can't expect the children to grow up before they are. We are grown. Can we do grown people stuff and leave these dances and these challenges and these things? Let the children have fun. Especially the men, because you're only doing it because you want to chase these young girls. It's these young girls that is disturbing you. I know your own problem. More problem. I know my own problem. If found into the money, could join girls alone. Ki you be George Weah, a old president Liberia. May they do Buga challenge. If not be one small girl with the near inside, they tell her, do it, Mr. President, do it. Let the children be children. Leave these children alone. Leave these children alone. Leave these children. Let them children. Let we adults. Can't we adult? Why must we be saying you just want to be this? You can't be young forever. My wife, I'm complaining to my wife every day because she's like that. This disease is in my home. This disease I'm telling you about, it is in my home. My wife and my daughter will be doing TikTok together. I'll be shouting in the house. Adara is doing TikTok. Yesterday is doing challenge. Adara is doing challenge. Yesterday is doing TikTok. I know when I small, me and my mama no get anything, we play together. But don't mean so we no close. We close in the fact that she raise me, she take me responsibility, she discipline me. But me and my mama will not really close. When I no lie, I'm one of those sons. Many boys, I don't know when I'm growing, everybody is close to their mom. Me and I was close to my dad. I had like very limited relationship with my mom, but me and my dad were very close. But we didn't do anything together. Except we work together, I used to open the show, go to Shrine together, perform. But when they do adult thing, the things that he even like to do, it's boring to me. I don't like doing those things. Watching CNN, analyzing what is on CNN, discussing politics, talking about what organizing, doing rehearsal, practicing, what kind of thing. Hey Joe, me I won't go play. I'm left. Falano will say, hey, you go play ball with your friend. Make it say wear boots, come on, love feet, kilo day. Kilo day. Let the children. Let we adults. But as I'm saying, it is the Nigerian professional that is one letting the country down the most. We are the ones. But anyway, hopefully, I am feeling it. The ancestors are telling me. That our awakening is coming. Our ancestors are telling that we, the people, we are deciding that there is a shift in our collective consciousness. That the shift is happening. That many of us are fighting it too. But that it will overcome us. It will overwhelm us. That we have no choice. That we will grow up. The ancestors have told me we will grow up, whether we like it or not. So I'm happy. Because the ancestors have never lied to me about anything. So we will grow up. N-I-A-N-E-K. No point now. You will grow up. That grow up where you will grow up. You will grow up. You will embrace responsibility. You will like work.